Alice?
Alice?
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic. And there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, it keeps asking why. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us. And is what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
I'm here. I'm back. I'm doing the thing. I forgot to make a new intro, so it says Chapter 5 again. Well, it might not say Chapter 5 again because I'll probably go in and edit that out and change that to fix that. Oops. We're back here. We're doing this. And, yeah. I don't know how long I'm gonna play this time around, but I haven't been streaming it yet because I don't trust my computer to do it and having to finish. Rather, I trust that my computer can achieve streaming at a good quality with this game running, right? However, the amount of time would take to finagle that when I would rather just be able to play the game, I'll just keep doing things like this for now. And I will sort that out some other time. I would also like to multicast too, like stream to Twitch and YouTube. Good heavens, I can't imagine if it's having struggled just streaming to YouTube, I can't imagine. Oh right, we're in this freaking hotel. Oh no. Made it to the ballroom. Don't know if we need to be here. This is going to come up. I actually recorded multiple parts for Super Mario RPG today, but this is going to come up before that because I need to make like an intro. I might use the same sort of like TV gimmick since it's sort of the same vibe as when I played the older Mario games. Like I'm playing another older Mario game. It's an RPG. It's a little different, but all in all, same kind of vibe. So the old TV setup look might work. Okay. I think, right. Yeah, what we can do is plotboard this ballroom. Haunted or pre-show? Let's go pre-show first. And then we can make our lives a living nightmare.
The scene changed with the story.
Oh. Oh, I got this, right? Yeah, I for sure did. It was a stuff. It was a word of stuff, right? Oh. Oh. Right, that makes sense. Rehearsal moved to pre-show ritual. Remember, hit your marks, keep your masks on, make it weird. Right, rehearsal is now in 202. We have a key to, what, a 101 key. Where's 101? Bottom floor, obviously. And it is locked, so we haven't gone there yet. Okay. Yeah, like, coming into this place just means, like, a whole new can of worms. Doesn't seem like much changed here. Other than the pleasant music dipped out, which is a shame. Yeah, okay, let's go haunted then. This is something I can do with the stage. I don't think so. Well, no, right? Everything's covered up now. Alrighty. Haunted it is. Oh, because the ballroom, like, was haunted, right?
It's getting real, all right. I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that.
Is Mr. Scratch follow the devil's trail? Is Mr. Scratch, like, for all intents and purposes, the devil? Yikes. How do I play this game again? I've been playing Mario RPG. It's very different. Whoa. I knew it was gonna be 3. But
You can't stop the story!
I gotta shoot slower. Oh. God dang it. Yeah, you gotta shoot slow. You can't just spam shots like the first Alan Wake. I need to adjust that. Man, I watched Vadi Video released a Things You Missed in Armored Core 6 video, and the moment I started watching it, I was immediately like, oh no, I need to sit down and play it again. I did the first 2 playthroughs. I still have New Game Plus Plus. I think it's really cool that the game actually changes, like the narrative changes. You get different options, you get new weapons and stuff like that. It makes going through a New Game Plus actually feel like worth it. Like there's a point to it, other than just playing the game again if you feel like doing that. Did everybody respawn? Heck no. I'm not. You can't just respawn again. You just, like, the moment you turn your back. You're like full on pursuing me? Gosh dang it. The little, like, shades of people are weird. Did I already do that? I did. Oh yeah, I for sure did. Because I busted the board down. You know, I recorded myself going through the Game Awards nominees, and I will say, I don't think I gave this game enough of a spotlight when in the art direction category. Because after the fact, I will say, I mean, look at this game. I guess I just, when it comes to art, like art direction and stuff like that, when games go for just realism, which, you know, for all intents and purposes, this game is going for realism, right? But that doesn't entirely do it justice. They're doing a lot here that makes it feel very unique. And also just like the way they push you behind your character, the scale of everything feels it feels like you're standing in the room. Like you really feel that. The way they light all this stuff, I mean, this level in particular is immaculate. I don't know. I still think I would give it to something like a Hi-Fi Rush, but that's just because like I find a game animated like Hi-Fi Rush, that feeling that like you're playing through an animated show almost, or an animated movie, and it feels so like that feels incredibly impressive to me, and like not easy to pull off without it feeling just like super gamey, if that makes sense. Oh wait, no. That's how I go back down. Don't know if 101 is a place I need to go to, but it's a place I can go to, so. I think that's amazing. Like they could have you go through elevators and go through staircases and things like that, but just being able to walk into one bathroom and out the other is really awesome. This feels a lot more Resident Evil. It feels like the police the police station, Resident Evil 2 remake, I guess specifically. You're drowning. Sorry. Can't do anything for ya. Hello? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you would like learn to adapt in this world. It seems, holy crud, flares take up so much space. Seems incredibly difficult to try and write. Because just writing a story is one thing, but writing a story that reality can fit into. Or rather, I guess, writing a story that you can fit into reality sounds like mind-bending in a way. Investigation in. Oh yeah, I could do haunting in that room now. Okay, let's go in here. I need to use the shoebox. Is there not just a like put it right in the thing button? No? Oh, Got a lot of flares, which is cool, because I did not have many. Or any. And then cool, we got, this is, okay, so this is all the inventory space I can have. I don't think we're getting another gun, so that should be fine. Although, I mean, Saga has 3 guns. Has a weird 3 guns, though. Like, has a pistol, a sawed-off shotgun, which is cool. Entrance hall. Oh. Oh, that... That's awful. That can be like a thing I do now. I don't like that at all.
Changed.
Jeez. Okay. Don't think that did much for me. It threw the furniture all over the floor. So it's not like it didn't do anything. Huh, okay. A lot of this is a bit of trial and error. I don't like having this one as a thing, though.
This was the devil's path up the staircase
Oh.
was draped in blood.
Oh no. So like, you know, like how, like what I said, you know, like how I didn't want to do this one, and here we are. So we're gonna just, like, a trail of corpses is what we're gonna be doing. Oh, it did say follow the trail, so I'm gonna, oh. Whoa, what the? Hi, I'm actually full health. Why am I full health? I must have done something that I have, like, health for. Let's check that, actually. Words of fix, words of aid, effectiveness of trauma pads. Words of action. Da-da. Words of war, that just increases the consume, right? My pistol's super good now. Increase the amount you restores when you find a word of power, restore to safe havens. Amount of health restored 23%. Well, this is like, it restores you up to that point, right? It's not like if I walk into one, I get health back, right? I don't think. Could be wrong. Yeah, not sure how I got full health, but I will take it. Thank you. I mean, yeah, I kind of made my revolver freaking nasty now. Oh. Ugh. My controller's vibrating right here. Oh no, things are just like kind of wibbly wobbly right now. We're diving into Scratch now. This actually fits pretty perfectly with what we were just doing in the, or what we just experienced in the real world. Those voices that you can hear in the distance, that's what's them echoing is what I can feel in my PS5 controller. The controller like vibrates in rhythm to the voices. That's terrible.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Mr. Scratch, if
that's
who
cool.
the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play, and always in character.
Spooky. Also, oh, no kidding. What room number would he had, I guess. Silly me for wondering. I feel like we could have just guessed that. Can you do a puzzle like that in the game? If you say, oh yeah, you know, the devil picked a room in this hotel, and then like not leave a clue as to what room that would be anywhere, just be like, yeah, you figure it out. Alright, well. Oh, that's all this is for? Oh, there's the final scene. Well, what's in the path that doesn't have the room? Everything's like a lot more dilapidated now. The wallpaper's peeling. Bad look for the hotel, honestly. Really, really poor look. Yeah, well, you know, probably not that one. I haven't checked the other ones yet. Could still be any of these. Alright. Okay. You win, game. This is what you want. Ooh, this kind of stuff in particular kind of gets under my skin a bit. I am a religious man. Oh.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to have another killer idea.
This room is messed up.
Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Well, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right.
Been with the
devil
writer?
comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery, and all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Not you again.
Well, we got climax now. Oh. Oh, criminy, no. Oh, what got ahead of me? Oh, it's like, it's so weird. It's freaking...
Get the fuck away from me!
It's literally Mr. Scratch's face, but they twisted to make it look like a Warshak. Warshak, right? Painting? No, not Warshak. Whoa. Jeez.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
And just pop one of those. I'm thinking of the right thing, right? Let me see. It's a, Oh, I'm sorry, not Warshak. Rorschach. That might have sounded like I was saying the same thing to you, but in my brain, I know that I'm saying two different things. See, I was thinking like Warshak. Then I was like from Welcome Back, Kotter. It's like, no, that can't be right. And then I was thinking like Warhol, but then like, no, Andy Warhol's an artist. Makes pretty cool art. I like it, but no, Rorschach. Because I was trying to pinpoint. I'm like. In my brain, I'm like Watchmen. It's dude from Watchmen, literally his whole thing. It's like, yeah, that's Okay, so now we have climax in every place.
The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
Is the implication that it's Alice, though? Okay, last thing I haven't tried yet. Is there anything else, or have I, like, done everything? I don't see any markers indicating anything else. Well, 206 is locked. On one side. Could be opened. Could go in there, could go in there. 108, right. Right. Well, okay. Where am I right now? I'm in the entrance hall. Climax.
The story was affecting the scene. I needed to find the muse, the murder victim.
I've had enough of that freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life.
Oh, it's the two
Part of the
deputies.
inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so the fraternity, the club, the word, our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, it was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer drug.
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
Wait, what? Wait, why were those two guys... What do I have to do with this? Make him look like a junkie? What, the guy who did the murder? What did that... Oh. No. No. I'm not talking to you. No, thank you. I do not want what you are selling.
I'm drowned. I'm lost in the dark.
Hark the herald angel sing. Glory to the newborn king. I'm coping. This is what I have to do, alright? It's all part of the process. Okay, I'll go explore the 2 rooms. Well, I guess should I explore every room that can be changed? Just to say I did? Doesn't mean it'll necessarily do anything, but... Okay, well, first things first, I can just go straight through here. Try one room. I did haunted here. Okay, so there's 2 things here then, right? I've got haunted. I haven't done this. So much as I am not gonna find it pleasant. What the heck? Oh. Does this always lead here? Whoa. I guess it must have? Very weird. I didn't remember that. Alright. Didn't do anything. Climax. Oh, and then the notation on it is time for applause. Oh. Sometimes we get more Casey scenes.
This was not the ritual murder site I was looking for. This had just been an appetizer before the main course.
Well, that sucks, Alan. I'll be honest with you. So, 665. Scratch looking behind the Colt. Echo of what was going through to make my narrative ring true. An echo of what was going through. I can see how, okay, I can kind of see how this part's reflecting with reality. Because there's a cult rising up doing their own twisted things, but then here comes actual evil incarnate, using them sort of as like a scapegoat almost. Okay, so we're going this way and then left. I realized my navigational skills are not all bad. Something about the environments in this game get me a bit confused. Hold on. Oh. To walk over a trash bag. But like I was playing Bloodborne and navigating around just fine. But I don't know, maybe it's just, I mean obviously FromSoft is known for their map design and stuff like that, and making and not having maps, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, level design, but like they never have maps or anything, you know? That's always kind of like the whole thing, is that you can navigate through the world without potentially without like needing a map or needing a guide or needing help. No, I'm not particularly. Oh, and cool. And that's like literally the next place I need to go to. Or that I was gonna check out. Breaker? Oh my gosh.
Alan.
Hey man.
How's the memory doing?
Sorry, who are you? Kidding. Good to see you, Tim.
You had me going.
I'm not used to Alan not being completely indignant whenever talking to anybody.
Cozy place you got here.
You know, your disappearance from Bright Falls is still the only thing that folks talk about. Well, that and Deerfest. Is this where you ended up back in 2010?
You know about that?
I am the sheriff of Bright Falls. Or I was.
Are you? Oh my gosh. Okay, finally we're getting into this. Are you
Are you
related to Sarah Breaker?
She was the sheriff of Bright Falls back in 2010.
Yeah, she's my cousin. I had a
Oh.
police sketch made of Door based on my dreams. I sent it around and Sarah recognized the face from an old case file from the 80s. I moved out there to look into it and became sheriff after she left to join the feds.
Oh, she joined the feds. Hold on. You had a dream. He had dreams of Dora? And it traced back to some case in the 80s? Is it Quantum Break? Are we Quantum Break? I'm getting the corkboard out. I'm getting the yarn out. I'm getting all of Remedy's games they ever made. Did they make anything before Alan Wake? They must have. They must have made some, like, random small projects that you would have never heard of or something. This thing goes all the way down.
So Deerfest is still a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's bigger than ever.
Hmm.
You know, I got zapped here right before it was about to happen.
Funny. Me too.
That is... Well, no,
What
that
was
makes
in
sense.
the case file about Door?
Not a lot of details in it. A local man named Warland Door went missing near Cauldron Lake. Eyewitnesses claim he was struck by a bolt of lightning and just vanished. I never found any official records of a Warland Door living in town or anywhere. Another dead end.
And now here he is, tormenting us. Or tormenting me. You seem to be navigating just fine. What's your whole deal? Is this like, I don't know, is this like setting up like a DLC? Door went missing 1988. Age has not aged. Longevity not human. Alien. Magic. Uncle Frank would have known more, but he is dead. Oh no. Not his real name. Hidden meaning. Warland Door? It sounds like a joke about something, but... Wait, hold on. Dreams. Me, but not me. Others I know, yet they are different. The red-headed woman? The lady from... Your character from Control? Red-headed woman? Dreams. Me, but not me. Others I know, yet they are different. Wait, hold on. Is Sarah's part of the feds now? Okay, well, first off, I'm glad they cleared that up, because I was losing my mind over, like, Sarah's absence. Oh, sweet. Did you set me up with some stuff? Buddy old pal? That did not change much. It would appear I have been doing pretty good. Something over here. Right. I didn't notice that this was, like, an area. Okay, I'll check that out. Point of interest, is this? Sometimes I notice that the points of interest just like don't leave when you actually examine them. So I don't know. Oh, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll check that out though. I was gonna question why he was washing dishes. Why he was washing dishes in the kitchen sink, but I wouldn't walk out. I wouldn't walk out here to freaking do anything. Especially with Alan running around making things, you know, arguably just worse. Yeah. You never know. Oh. No way. Is that how that was supposed to work? That's how it did. Oh, right. Our third gun is the flare gun. I see. So it's 15% max health, landing a direct hit. Hitting multiple enemies with one. What's more likely to happen? I mean, this is a good, like, emergency ability, right? Because I would only probably use the flare gun in a really tense situation, so getting some health out of it would be pretty cool. This is nice, but my mind always wants to pick off one enemy at a time because you have to break the shadows off of them. Although this is leading me to believe that the idea with the shotgun is that you're supposed to hit multiple people, which I can do better if I break multiple people's things with flares or the flash grenades. Or actually the flash grenades. That's what those are for, huh? Okay, you know what? I'll trust you, game. Don't screw me over. I'll freaking kill you, game. You hear me? Who am I kidding? This game has my number. This game would kill me in seconds. Nope. Sorry. I'm safe now. Can't get me. Good to see Tim again. So Sarah's part of the feds. I wonder if she's going to show up. Because they called Casey and Saga called him back up. Wouldn't make sense, right? I mean, upon hearing that things over here are getting particularly bad, there's no doubt that Sarah would show up, right? Again, almost surprised that Sarah just wasn't the main character. But I do like what they're doing with Saga. What if Sarah shows up and she's like, you are not part of the feds? Well. Move these props to room, blah, blah, blah. Oh, right. Welp. I have not changed this to any of these other things, so I'll do it just to do it.
The plot changes shape the world around me.
Alright. Even worse. I hear music. The damsel, the muse. It's gonna be Alice. Or it's like supposed to be Alice, surely. Oh. Duh. It's freaking lake water. Anything I want to sort out before we go? I don't think so. Oh, there's a container in there? I don't need to go get the container. I think I'm pretty well off. Oh. Oh, that's so weird. You move through and it's like you're moving through a different kind of tunnel. What was that? Was it a train tunnel again? Was that a record? Oh. Are those lyrics? The ocean, the owl, and the deer reflected in motion in his room. He will hurt her in his... He will hurt her in hers. He is caught. You and your friends will meet him when you are gone, lost on the shore between forest. In motion in his room, he will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Her story does not. This is the ritual to lead. Lost on the shore between the forest and the ocean, the owl and the deer reflected in moon. In his room he will hurt her, in hers he is caught. His story ends, her story does not. This is the ritual to lead you on, your friends will meet him when you are gone. That's what Zane said at the end of Alan Wake 1. I'm not in the DLC of Alan Wake. No, it was the end of the actual base game. Alan saw a creepy version of himself and said, "Who's that?" And Zane said, your friends will meet him. That's Mr. Scratch. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Also, the owl and the deer. Okay, so Alan's the owl, right? Because that's what's hanging out over his thing. And then Saga's the deer, because that's what's hanging in her room. Reflected in motion. In his room, he will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. Is it talking about Alice? His story ends, her story does not. Wait, in his room he will hurt her. Alan's writing room, right? Referring to him hurting Saga by what he's writing in the story. In hers he is caught. In hers he is caught. In her mind palace. It's talking about the rooms where they piece all this stuff together, I think. In her mind palace, she's going to piece together everything in a way that either blames Alan or frames him or frees him, maybe. His story ends, her story does not. Alan's story will end here, and then hers will keep going, perhaps. This is the ritual to lead you on. That could be construed in two different ways, right? It could be lead you on like it's guiding you forward, but it could also be lead you on like it's misguiding you, like it's like leading you astray. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Gosh, that makes what was up with Zane? Well, then we're seeing a weird version of Zane that's like, yeah, you and me went on a bender and wrote some screwed up stuff, dude. Hold on, I'm drinking my Arnold Palmer. I don't know, man. All seems a little sick to me.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body.
Oh.
Somehow it was important.
You right? Oh. Criminy.
Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before.
Ah, yeah, okay.
It's you again. The FBI
Oh wait, was that
agent.
the lady that was going down the well?
I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are you still trapped? The clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me. helping me go deeper, closer to escape. Somehow, I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of return.
Okay. All right. I love how it's just this song every time with Alan. This might be my favorite song in the game. It's kind of really nice. I've grown to really like it. It makes me feel safe at the end of a long road. It's funny because from Saga's perspective, it seems like he froze, and then it seems like he froze in response to her saying, "Did you write my family into? Did you write my daughter into the story?" From her perspective, it seemed like he froze, and then said, "I wrote it. I wrote the story." So from her perspective, it is not good. Things are not. He is not a good person. Or that he's like has a bit of maliciousness in his actions. There was a record in the bathtub? What was the record for? Oh, well, Zane... No, this Zane is an actor now, right? Something go on every time. Okay, well, we're continuing on. I would like to leave, but there's no fast travel for me. Okay. Exit. Oh, literally just forward and left? Oh, well, first off. That comparison of two planets passing in orbit, like, it was pretty apt. They're just getting like bits and pieces from each other, but they can't like fully communicate. And again,
Parliament
what
Tower
is the
was here again? Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it
what's
before
the
Scratch
Alan we're
did.
seeing? What's the Alan we're seeing in reality? You know?
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of a cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Dang. Again, Casey's whole deal is the idea of being a pawn. Just being a character trapped in somebody's story. Because that's what he is. I mean, well, that's what he was in real life. And essentially that's what he is in the context... That's what he is in the context of the game. That's what he is in the Dark Place. That's what he is in real life. He's just another character trapped in... He's just a guy trapped in other people's stories. He's not even the main character in real life. It's Saga's story in real life. Everything's from her perspective. I bet he's gonna be the third boss of Saga's whole thing. I think he got taken and then became a Taken. Man, that's gonna be sad. I can't get over, I mean, it was such a good idea to have you play from the perspective of somebody of not Alan, but like looking in on the things surrounding Alan. Cause it's horrifying. Being trapped in a story is horrifying. Knowing like what stories have to do to be like good stories.
Go to hell!
And this is so depressing. I mean, essentially, Alan is now like... Alan is the ghost haunting Alice's apartment that she keeps taking pictures of. I mean, or it's been Scratch, but...
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Gosh, so Alice's life has just been miserable. No such thing as too personal. Photos are me. Just need to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the surface. And a bunch of sticky notes that say no, 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 yes, no, no, no. What? Malice, honey, I'm home. You seem to have gotten over your fear of the dark. I guess falling into the dark place will do that to you. Barry Wheeler, oh. Hey Alice, I'm more a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. And everything is so effing great all the time, even when it's in fact the opposite. More than once I've thrown up in my mouth during meetings with these movie exec jerks. But I gotta be here to look after Al's agency. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books. They have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of tanned zombies into general direction, something resembling good taste. I'm painfully aware how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply. For good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now. Talk about casting. Your pal, Barry. That's nice. They kinda stayed in touch. Kinda, sorta. Hey Alice, you're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double. Okay, but I have joined a cult and I love it. Oh no. What? Barry. Joking about it being a cult. Kind of. Blessed Wellness Retreat. Working with Al and the Andersons was tough sometimes. Working with the Andersons? But these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof. But then I was tipped off about the retreat. Best decision I ever made. I have never felt this good and, well, healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a miracle worker, not a wacko in any way. Hold on, what? I know you think I'm full of it, but I've lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me? Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here. That something bad would have happened to me if I'd stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me. Enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. Oh my gosh, the FBC Control went after him? Oh man. I hope you are good over there, come visit anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in my earlier emails. Your pal Barry. Hey Alice, checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono. I have considered peeing in a mug, and lunches be damned. Wait, what? Open kimono. I have considered peeing in a mug, and lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings is beyond me. Well, that's why they're the ones who talk about movies getting made instead of actually making the movies. Hey Alice, shark circling. They now want to turn What Happened to Al into a movie and a TV show and, or get this, a video game. I told them to F off. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down a publisher and told them we'll sue. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Was Alice just not responding to Barry? Hey Alice, everything good with you back home? Just checking in. Tried to call but couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep in your creative process. I know how you artists get when you're in the middle of your projects. Everything disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. It's still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal Barry. Barry was really trying to, you know, probably more in memory of Al than like simply because of
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Simply for Alice. But I mean that's nice that Barry was trying, you know.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals.
Oh.
I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Why? How come you haven't been responding back? Is it bad?
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Hold on, wait, what did that say? You need to show the truth, the darker the better? You mean like visually? Whoa, Alice is in a bad spot if that's what she thinks.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera. something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. Put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Those faces are really there? Oh no. Alice. No. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to start controlling him or something. Is that it?
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it.
Oh, he was the one making the amendments.
I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not.
That's what I said last time. I said, is the thing that makes Alan write Saga into it's a loop. It's this road that we go on every time. It loops forever. This road that we go on every time. Because time is weird here. We're seeing things that are happening after Alan technically gets out, but time is a freaking mess in this place. We're like freaking going full Interstellar over here. I'm so satisfied. Oh, it's so nice when the pieces are all laid out and you can actually like start to piece it together. So satisfying. Such a satisfying narrative so far. Last episode I made a guess, or I had a theory rather, that the reason Saga was written into the story, because it would seem weird, right? Oh, you pull in some random FBI agent that comes in? No, because before Alan got out, he was seeing visions of Saga, an FBI agent, and he knew bits and pieces about her through those small interactions. He knew that there was somebody out there. He knew a person who was gonna be there, who was gonna be looking into this, who was already helping him, and could be the main character. And that's why I had the theory. I was like, it's a loop. It's a freaking Ouroboros, right? It's no single point started first. everything is informing everything that comes after and before it. Saga shows up, helps Alan. Alan sees Saga, writes Saga into the story. Saga shows up. That's crazy. It's a perfect. It's a chicken or the egg, right? It's how do you justify writing a random new character into your story, because that character is already a part of your story. Always has been. That's awesome.
Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
And all of the manuscript, that's what, because I was like, Scratch is the one who, you know, the idea of scratching something out, right? Like, so it would make sense for Scratch to be the one making amendments to all the manuscript pages we were finding. But like all the amendments seemed pretty positive, right? Like they seemed to be twists that would add like more information, that would add more hints at what was going on in the greater story. Holy crud, Scratch just walked in and blew Alan's brains out? Some say that it loops forever, this road that we go on every time. On every time. Oh. That image at the beginning of the game when Alan's sitting there frozen with like a beam of light in his head, it looked like he got shot in the head. So there we go. Is Alan dead? Was that Alan like actually die, like full dying? That would be so crazy.
It's so before I could finish my.
It's so crazy to retroactively make Return the story that Scratch was writing. But again, it makes sense. Alan sits in the chair looking like not even fully conscious and says, "It's not a lake, it's an ocean."
It's the manuscript.
And that's why the water's rising.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
But we know he doesn't succeed at that, right? We know that because we found the manuscript pages and they're still scratched out.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Oh, it's filled with water this time. Masks. Well. Gonna have to hold on to that. Because now it would be a great time to go back to Saga. I love the freedom to do one or the other. And what's kind of being like masterfully done here, right, is that I don't feel like one thing's spoiling, like one thing isn't spoiling the other. I feel like I'm getting bits and pieces, but everything only becomes whole when you've done both sides of like one sort of like chunk of the story. Alright, they cleared out all of our stuff. Well, we, as Saga, we're going to head over to Tor and Odin. And they are totally not going to be bad guys. Are you still trying to get in that room? Hello? Oh, she's trying like way harder now. Hello? You good, lady?
It won't open.
What? Why do you need to get in there so bad, ma'am? Step away from the thing, ma'am. Alright, we still need bolt cutters. A screwdriver lock. Oh. I already checked all these last time.
You say you didn't get a good look at the assailants?
No. I mean, yes. I didn't get
FBC.
any kind of blood, actually. I wasn't exactly at my post when it all went down. I needed to answer nature's call and got old Terry from the back there to cover for me. I might have taken more time than I should have. It's usually so quiet around here at that time of day. I didn't think anything of it.
I mean, not that, you know, you should have been
They all flew away.
responsible for getting involved
Into the
anyways.
skies. Into the darkness.
All this brouhaha is not good for my old ticker. Or the fishes, for that matter. Scares them right off.
Everybody okay? Everybody's, Well, a bunch of people did show up with guns. There was a shootout. A bunch of people died. Another, like, federal agency showed up.
What happened here?
Never mind. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty upsetting. I'm pretty upset. Some say that it loops forever. This road that I meet you on every time. I get the lyrics wrong. I don't know. Don't know if they mentioned the road in the first set of lyrics. No. Oh, the Oh Dear Diner has a locked door like that? Gosh, it's freaking, there's a thing hung up back there. They're leaving their marks all over the place. There's a mark on, even on the back of this. Ugh. I feel like I'm running out of areas though, right? Okay, so if we look at the map, like, what other areas would there be? This, I mean, I'm exploring this place now, technically, right? This is like the last area that I would know would be available. Unless we are going to go back to, like, the, mines and stuff like that. Some of the construction sites, maybe? I don't know. Ah, this one, right? Don't know what makes you think you should be doing this, Saga, but, you know, whatever. Dear Diary, Alan contacted me again today. There was a message for me hidden in the newspaper. He wanted to make sure I was ready for his arrival. What a silly thing to even ask. Of course I'm ready, duh, Alan. Oh, and Norman got into the dried apricots at work again. I swear, we'll have to fumigate this place. Jeez. Dear Diary, some guy at the diner got mad that I bought him a piece of cherry pie and demanded a free piece of apple. But he totally ordered cherry, and when I pointed out that he already took 2 bites of the cherry, he said he thought it was apple. Apple and cherry pie do not look the same. So this is, Rose, I think, obviously. I told him he could order another piece, but he'd have to pay for it. He got so mad and started screaming about leaving me a bad review. Like I care about reviews. Anyway, I took away his pie and told him baby shouldn't be eating sweets. He shouted a bit and then left. Some people. Cynthia's been acting up lately. I think she's turning into a you-know-what. Lots of you-know-what's popping up lately. I'll keep an eye on it. If things get out of hand, I can always get out the rifle. I'm sure Alan would appreciate me keeping the place safe. Oh God, I can always get out the rifle. Okay, Rose, I see you. No, yeah, you hold down the fort. Kill a person. Might do you some good. Alright, no, okay. Gosh, that reminded me. Walking in and realizing I'm not in the right bathroom. I did that at a movie theater the other day. Because the way it looked when you turned the corner, I looked up, saw men. Like I saw the sign, men, right? Lit up. But the way that the corner works is that you see men above. You're supposed to go forward further, and the door's right underneath the sign. I looked up, saw men, and immediately turned and entered the bathroom that was to my immediate left. Not seeing that it was the women's bathroom. And so I walk in there. I don't think it's weird that, like, you know, doesn't register in my little pea-sized brain. Oh, cold stash over here. That there are no urinals.
Can't open this with my bare.
Should have tipped me off. Didn't. I'm just like that, you know. I'm just a real smart guy like that. I guess I'm walking to the entire place on foot. This looks like a lot of ground to cover. And I'll do it. So I'm not thinking anything of it, and there's like nobody in there, right? So I'm like checking stalls to try to see if I can get into a stall. None of them. I look down really quick. I don't see anybody. Like I try to like check for feet, which is can be kind of awkward in and of itself. Worse, obviously, if you're not even in the right bathroom. But I'm like I can't tell if anybody's in any of these stalls, or if the doors are just shut and like there's nothing. Or if the doors are just shut. So and then a lady walks in. Like a lady finally walks in. But I don't initially immediately think, oh, that's the weirdest thing ever, right? Because like sometimes people gotta go into a bathroom like for their kid or whatever. They go in to like check on their kid, right? Some lady walks in there, is also waiting, and I'm like, And then another lady walks in, and then I think a lady walked out of one of the stalls, and I'm looking, and nobody like freaks out, which I
need bolt cutters.
I appreciate. Yeah, we do need bolt cutters. Wait, hold on. Is this like the only way to go? Oh, that's how you get into here. But surely I can. Wait, how is there a cult stash? Oh, is it this right here?
Another one of those cult boxes.
Nice. So yeah, by the time like third woman walks into the bathroom, I start to think, something doesn't feel right here. And I walk out, look up, see that it says women's. I'm like, I don't even know how this happened. I was so laser focused on getting to the bathroom that I just did not pay attention, I guess. And then I was walking to the men's bathroom, and then I hear behind me some lady say, I just saw a man walk out of the women's restroom, and I hear a very exacerbated man say, Yeah, I know. It's like, criminy, I feel like I've set back the bathroom conversation like 20 years on that one just by making a mistake. Because it's like, ultimately, this should not matter. But, you know, you get the wrong person seeing you walk out of the wrong bathroom, even on accident, and things, I don't know, I just feel like things could possibly get really bad. Not that they should, just that they might.
I bet it's those.
It's not the young staff. The young staff are probably dead. A lot of people died, ma'am. Oh, duh, I gotta walk through the back, huh? You know, I mean, like, silly me for thinking I could just take my car over there. Let's check this. I feel like I must have checked this. Huh. Can I open this as like a shortcut? I don't know. It's probably not actually any shorter than just walking through that side, but evidently not. Hey, you know, Saga, you know what we need to stop doing? We need to stop going out when it's almost nighttime. Not that it seems to have mattered much, to be fair. The ghouls just kind of come out when they want to. Immediately pulls out the gun, you know. She knows what's up. I will say, the combat encounters seem a little more difficult with Saga, but she's a little more equipped for them, I guess? I don't know, because like on Alan's end, having that last shot thing on the pistol is really good. Should I get the rapid fire thing on Saga's pistol? Oh, so I've, like, for sure been through parts of this, at least. No, thank you. It's flooded. Right. Okay. I understand. No, I get it. I don't know how many horror games, right? Indie, long, small, AAA, whatever the heck, right? How many of them have done forests, right? And yet Remedy comes out here and still pulls this out and just, like, pulls it off somehow. Just somehow. I don't know how you got me scared of the woods. You know how many people have tried to get me scared of the woods? Haven't been, like, this creeped out by the woods since, probably... Oh?
Hello?
Saga, it's Tor, your grandfather. About time you were coming to visit, kiddo.
How did you know I was coming to see you?
Never mind that. We have bigger problems. We're losing. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, you fucking hag. Fuck.
Shit.
What?
Something is off at that nursing home.
Got the note to add to the board. Something was off at the nursing home. Oh.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
That was not what I unread.
The Valhalla Nursing Home, founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the Old Gods of Asgard fame, for their twilight years. Built after the Return comeback tour, flip-flopped to be their farewell tour, cut short, canceled. As their agent, Barry Wheeler had managed to coax a few hit songs out of them before that. Balance Lays the Demon, a couple of others. The old men rocked like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted. His migraine flared, booze and drugs. A rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties.
This is not... So, that's why it's the Valhalla Nursing Home now, is because Barry somehow got them to, like, kick up their freaking careers back again. That's funny. Could use some more space, Saga. We could use some more space. I do love, man, I love stories that feel like they have so much history. You're getting a small snippet of a story that could have been, and you're seeing like all these other branches of like all these other people's, like stories that feel like they have 20 other stories that you could have written about in them, you know? That's how I end up writing stuff. I like, that's why I liked Tales of Symphonia so much, is because you get to, like, so many developments based around the idea that, like, yeah, people have been in your shoes before. There was another adventuring party who went on an adventure like yours.
Another rhyme.
And went through the same like trials and tribulations. They were all friends and allies too, and they had the same dynamics as yours. You know, it adds a lot of intrigue, or can at least. Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day, and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, and never may you drown. Okay, that seems oddly specific. I do have a maiden, I have a child doll and a mother doll. Hold on. I say to you, my daughter, go outside and play, only in the light of day, only round the trees so grown. Only round the trees so grown. So, child. Mother stays at home?
Right.
Yeah. Kid, did you drown? You better not have.
Another charm.
Gosh dang it, scared the heck out of me. How are you not dead? Where do you think you're going? How are you not dead? How many bullets did I load into this guy? None in the head, I guess, but oh, that scared me so bad. I was trying to read the chart. Oh my gosh. But out of the ether, I should have known because I saw these. Oh, there's even red. Oh, that might have been for me blasting this poor thing in the face. Adds 1 charge to Saga's flashlight. Oh. Huh. Resilience against being staggered or interrupted. Attacks staggers enemies more often. Increases the quality and quantity of resources found. Probably this, I think. Getting a little bit more out of my battery sounds good. The stagger thing, I mean, I don't know what kind of actions I would be getting interrupted by me, like, by enemies, you know what I mean? It's like if I'm getting hit by an enemy, I'm probably prioritizing the fact that I'm getting hit by an enemy, you know? Oh, is there something else up there? Seems like yes. Yeah, these things always seem to come in twos. Oh, one of these. Dang it. Cult of the tree sees everything. Wait, what is that? New ammo type? Hold on, what? Rifle ammo. Oh, we are gonna get a rifle? Ooh. Honestly, would probably prefer a rifle over the crossbow, maybe? That's weird, though. I didn't see a thing that mentioned being able to upgrade a rifle. Well, oh, no, because No, that's because Saga doesn't. Saga gets things. It's not like Alan. Alan gets things. Like, Alan has like a skill tree. Saga works on her guns, like individually. And then she has charms to equip. To add bonuses to herself. It's weird that they, like, it's very interesting how they changed. I missed a hand flare over there? Okay, well, I'm not running all the way back. You being serious, man? Yeah, come on.
Monsters.
Wolves, Saga. Okay, we don't need to make this out to be anything it's not, you know what I mean? They're just wolves. Evil demon wolves, but you know. They're just doing their thing. Okay, now I need to go.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Oh. Just then, I suddenly slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through my confused, frightened haze, like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice. Oh boy. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. Don't you worry, miss, I've got this. Looking up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest. Just then a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. I looked up at my savior and saw a handsome face with dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself, that stylish tweed jacket and the smoking... Is that... I thought these seemed childish, but it's like, what, Night Spring's lunchboxes, the crocheting and the painted rocks and stuff like that. This idolization of who is presumably clearly Alan Wake now. I don't know. Is this Rose leaving this? Because it's a person who seems like they know us, and they're leaving things for us on purpose. And they're writing fan fiction. So like it's Rose, right? No, I'm all the way down here. Heck did I manage that? I think what makes navigating these environments a little tough is the fact that, I mean, like, they're pretty labyrinthian, and when it's forest and things like that, it's really hard to navigate my way back around to places. Landmarks are a little harder here, but I feel like that's kind of like part of it, you know, in games like this. It's the fact that, like, you're gonna get lost, you're gonna be confused. There are two. Okay, so they were taken somewhere. There are 200 total vehicles in a factory consisting of bicycles and cars. Each car has 4 wheels and each bicycle has 2 wheels. Okay, let me deal with this. You know, as long as they stay over there, they're creeping me the heck out, but as long as they stay over there, I will be fine. Total of 754 wheels in the factory. How many cars are in the factory? 200 total vehicles. Each car has 4 wheels, each bicycle has 2. Right. How many cars are in the factory? Oh wait, no, that's how many wheels there are, right. So, well, let me bust out a calculator really quick. Is this gonna... It's gonna be a triple digit thing? Probably. So it's 188.5 though, which means which would in fact mean the 0.5 is there being like what, a bicycle? Because they'd be the 2, so yeah. No, didn't work. Well, shoot. 200 total vehicle. Oh, wait. Oh, I missed. I did not account for that part. Okay. So, interesting. Do I have to actually like make like a full formula here? Cause okay, so like, oh no, I'm really gonna display how dumb I am. Listen, I haven't done this stuff, haven't had to like think out problems like this in a while, so forgive me. But so if there's let me get a sticky note. Your boy needs his sticky note for this. So that sounds like it's getting closer. I just don't like how close they sound. It's the insane pressure of like there are ghouls afoot, but yeah, I gotta sit here and do a math real fast. Okay. Take me to school. Okay, so let's say Carlos is C, right? So we're trying to find C. So we know that four C plus 2B equals 200, right? Which is, no, I'm sorry, equal 700, sorry, yeah, 754. That's what that's for. 754. 4C plus 2B equals 754, right? Now we know there are 200 vehicles. So we know that C plus B equals 200. Now how do I make these two, so these two equations are true. How do I make these two equations do a thing? Well, I think will this work? I'm about to do some dumb stuff. Watch me go. Watch me do this. Hold on. Watch this. Oh, isn't it like, oh. Oh, wait, no. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm actually doing it. I'm actually remembering how this works, right? So, okay. I can't show any of this on here, right? So if C plus B equals 200, I might be making this way more complicated than it seems like. This is just how my brain has decided is how we do this. But I can make C equal what we need is to be able to find C. That's ultimately what we're trying to find, right? So we minus 200 from B. So the other side is now 200 minus B equals C. That is true. That even makes sense in context of this question. So okay, so now we know that C equals 200 minus B. Better yet, actually no, better yet. What we want to do actually, we need B, because we're trying to find C, which means we actually want to know what B equals. So B equals 200 minus C, obviously. So B equals 200 minus C. So now we can plug that back into our other equation. So now it's 4C plus 2 parentheses 200 minus C in parentheses equals 754. This is not what I thought I would be doing tonight when I sat down to play Alan Wake 2. It's kind of hilarious. So we can multiply that. So now it's 4C plus 400 minus 2C equals 754. That would be, which would be 2C plus 400 equals 754. I think this is actually going to work. I'm kind of excited. You know, I did not dislike math. It's just when math got to a point where it stopped feeling like the uphill battle of solving stuff started to lose the appeal to me, and I stopped being able to like fully comprehend how you get these answers from certain things. It's like not that things didn't become like what would it be like theoretical, right? It's just that when things became so obtuse, you know, like math like this, right? Like what we're doing right here. This is math that clearly is applying to a real world. You can apply this to a real world context that makes sense and isn't too absurd to think about, right? It's like, how would you figure out how many of each one of these things there are with this information you have? But like, it's when the math all becomes just for math's sake. And I mean, I'm sure it's applicable. I'm sure it's useful in like certain fields, but like there are fields that just like start to get lost on me as a layman, you know? Like, I need, like, the context, I feel like matters, you know what I mean? When we start getting into like sine, tan, cosine, things like that, and we're solving for things for some reason. Sometimes they would try to plug that back into like a real world context, but I'm still like, I don't. What happened to like asking me how many apples Johnny's buys at the store if he dropped 2 on the way home or whatever? Like, I don't. Come on, give me a break. Okay, so we minus 4 from the other side. That would be 354. That would be C equals, okay, so then we do 354 divided by 2, 177. Oh, wow. So it wasn't 180. Oddly enough, it was close originally, if this works. It worked. Wow. Remedy made me do math. I can't take any of this, or I can take some of this. Wow. Okay, well, you know what we can do? We can lighten the load a little bit. And then there was a story of a man named Grady. Named Grady. Who really hated all his kids.
Okay, I think that's all of them.
Oh, was it? That's crazy, Saga. I'll take that. Take that. Heck yeah, baby. Oh, well, I did set my thing to like have me pick up, well, like I'm finding like supposed to find like quality goods or something now, right? Because of my my charm. That does explain that a little bit. I can't believe I did a math and it worked. That was like algebra, right? This kind of math, like solving for numbers and whatnot. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, if a couple things get left behind, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's go straight to the Mano. So, I mean, it's getting pretty late. I know this won't be a long one for sure. It's getting pretty late. We've done some cool things. I would like to hit one story beat with Saga to sort of like leave us off. I think that would be cool. Oh. Oh. Is it down here? Or was it up here? Feels like it'd be guiding me up here. Yeah. Where is it though? Did I already get that? Oh.
Lunchbox.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not Night. It's totally Rose, because it's Cold Casey, and Rose loves Alan's books, and she's collecting manuscript fragments, and she's like writing in her diary that she's getting messages from Alan inside of her freaking newspaper. I was gonna leave you some cookies, but I was worried an animal would get into them, so I didn't. This is a thought that counts, right? Hi. What are we doing? Yo. Gosh dang it, I hate these guys. Oh. What? Through a wall? You hit me through a wall. I hate these guys so much. Give me this. Give me my friggin' ammo back. Screw you. Okay. Where am I? I ended up down here anyways? I thought I was heading back up through here. Okay, well, it's all flooded, because of course it is. Who would have thought? Can I get that, like, officially marked off on my map so I remember? So I don't run back here trying to think of something? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. Mine Palace. I got 30. I mean, it feels like, it sounds like we're gonna get a rifle again pretty soon, but
To Saga, with a
I'm
heightened
interested in
survival
this.
instinct kicking in, it seemed like she had just squeezed down the trigger of her pistol once, as the Taken was coming closer and closer, but the gun kept firing again and again faster than possible, like she was rapidly pulling the trigger.
Hey, Saga, I mean, you gotta admit, Alan's kind of really helping you out here, right? Oh, I could just max out pistol. Pistol's reliable. Let's just do it.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Heck yeah, Saga. Nice. 18 bullets rapid fire? Sounds good to me. This especially since my instinct with this gun is to rapid fire people, because boy, do you need to unload bullets into people. With Alan though, Alan just kind of, I don't know. Well, his gun is a revolver though, so I would imagine it just is doing more damage. This gun's more like a quick sidearm. Although Saga, you know, if you wanted to bust out a revolver too, You know, that would be fine. Oh. It's kind of murky all of a sudden. Is this smoke? Or is this fog?
Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone. But Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. No one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper.
Yeah, of course we have the horror movie trope of detective / agent of some sort is being told to drop the case when they are in fact the only one who has any idea of what's probably going on. FBC should have asked Saga to work with them. They are inept. Oh. Sick.
I was just getting the... Oh, Saga?
Rose?
What's up?
Are you the person they called a
Hello,
hag?
Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying the I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
They called her a hag. Well, but Rose sounded like maybe
I was
she'd
just on the
be
phone with
on our
Tor.
side, though.
He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
Why is that, Rose?
I love the architecture. I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian
Her
manor.
stuff.
You say that like it's your first time here.
It's freaking it's totally Rose leaving us the lunch boxes and stuff. She's got a freaking lanyard stuff over here. That's awesome. I mean, it's awesome that I was able to piece that together before. Wait, was it? There's another lunchbox in here? Nope. So, oh yeah. You are strong. You are successful. You are confident. Thanks, Rose. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Was wondering if you could help me. Longing internally. Will serve you pancakes. You were my muse all along, Rose. Good heavens. Be my light in the darkness. This is like what you see online when people obsess over characters. Wake up. Alan Wake's crime novels have become the sensation of the nation. Join us as we flip through the pages of the man behind the books. Folks Magazine. How has your life changed since your books became so popular? Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. We're gonna hit one more beat. I'm just gonna follow along here. We'll explore this
Thought I'd lost
afterwards.
you. Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes. Norman, we have a visitor. Where are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Tor and Odin are here somewhere. Need
Sure
to find
thing,
them.
Rose. Sure thing. Rose. Artie. I was gonna say.
Ati, this
Oh.
is your home. You don't need to keep cleaning.
He stays here?
Take that mop away, but I know you'll just find it again.
Kyllä. Mutta once after being told no. Why rest when you are bored to work? Eikö niin?
And you know Mr. Blum doesn't like it when you take his work clothes. Why don't you go pick a song from the jukebox?
Yes, box Holy Ray. Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle. Kyllä näin on.
Artie's in a... Wait. I love how this character... I love how quickly I become attached to this character, who I only met so briefly in like the couple hours I played of Control. Please be lime in the coconut. Wait a minute. I know this one. This is Odin and Tor's thing. This is what played when we went to their ranch. We went to their farm and this played. It played at the end of the chapter in Alan Wake 1. That's awesome. That's such a good touch.
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Eipä siinä. Name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Anything good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out. Music from my Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals, the perkele Vikings. Perkele.
I mean, I have been wondering if Ahti's accent was like a real thing, because hearing him speak is so jarring sometimes. But okay, it's Swedish. That makes that clears that up.
Find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never know where. Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway. Were you in the band?
Minäkö? No. Perkele saatana, en ollut. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach. But we have shared a stage or two.
Good luck with whatever your endeavors are going to be.
You said
Hey,
I've been here
Rose.
before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left. After the accident.
Oh, fuck this. My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Spring.
Saga, you gotta maintain the quote-unquote facade here. You didn't last 2 seconds. Although, to be fair, having somebody look at you and constantly be like, "Oh, Saga, it's so good to see you again," you know, after the accident where your daughter is a corpse now. It's like, jeez.
It's useless. I need to stop the story.
I like how this has become like more than just Saga trying to solve a case. It's like literally a race to stop the story from killing her daughter for what feels like no reason. It's a good way to slip motivation in there though. Dang. Are we about to get into a tussle in here? I just want to find Tor and Odin and get a feeling for like what's gonna be happening next time.
This is Tor's room.
Oh yeah. But why were they freaking out? Well, they might be part of the cult, but would they really be?
This place is a mess. And Tor's not
Would
here.
they really be part of the cult?
I need to keep looking. More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage?
Freaking bolts.
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical strengthening exercises, do you? I thought not.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
So why are you packing heat, ma'am? Huh? What do you need all that for?
Too many hands. Fruit, orange juice, tea.
Why are they giving me so many
pastures
bowls?
Now.
Get it as a young girl.
Bless you, Thermos. Always happy to see you.
Always dreamed of seeing New York in a fancy hotel.
In a fancy hotel.
The government built a bunker here during World War II to watch the ocean for Axis navies and who knows what else. Ever since they sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot for teens. The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it. Ironically, I believe.
No wonder this guy is so
to enjoy their
incapable of running a clean show.
electronic cigarettes. Ridiculous. The future is... So, the teens would drink there. Do other
This
stuff
isn't
that
the guy who did the radio show in the first game, right? Pat Maine? I think it was. That's not the same guy, is it?
Especially during the winter. In the 90s,
It has been like a decade. Maybe he's getting up there, right?
The teens noticed one girl, Nora Hesberg, was missing. They figured she just went home. When Nora's folks didn't find her in her bed the next morning, they called the police. The authorities, they searched the bunker and found poor Nora floating in one of the flooded passages. She had a real talent for music. Folks say they still hear her singing in the nursing home. Nowadays, teens think the bunker is haunted. That doesn't stop them from going there. The police have tried to lock it up, but you know young people, they're persistent. Now, as for myself, an impartial journalist, I have lived here at the Valhalla Nursing Home for 5 years. And in that time, I have never heard Nora's singing. Just the humming of a certain neighbor of mine who has an inexplicable love for Finnish tango.
Hey, we're gonna have a problem if you start roasting Ahti, okay?
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry? Hello. I'm Saga.
Cynthia Weaver.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm looking
Oh.
for Tor Anderson. Have you seen him?
Tor. Always poking people with his hammer. Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it.
Oh my.
No sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Wait, what? Wait, it got Cynthia? She was gonna retire though as the lamp lady. She was gonna stop.
I don't have the key.
I can't believe it got her. Oh no. Wait, that's genuinely awful. She spent all those years waiting to give Alan the clicker, and then she just gets taken. But it seems like it's gonna take Tor and Odin too. Why is it getting everybody? I mean, it's Scratch writing it, right? I mean, that's a sick joke. Oh, this is where we need to go.
For your
Oh
own
my!
safety. Time is long for those who wait. But in the end, stand the thanks.
Sheesh, didn't see you there.
Criminy, he literally, yeah, no. Adi, just like stomp your feet or something a little bit, okay? Jeez, man. I can't believe they pulled a scare. That was like such a movie scare. This has got to be Rose's room, right? Does Rose have the lady's lantern? Cynthia's lantern? She did at the end of the game. The first game, I mean. We're about to murder a bunch of old people in here. That'll get us locked up by the FBC. Ah, let me out. No, wait. No, please. Oh no, am I stuck? How did this happen? Let me out. Let me out. How did I get in if I can't get out? And that's right. This is where my story... Oh. I was going to say this is where my story ends. Okay, so clearly I need some sort of key card. And it wasn't in Rose's room? If this is Rose's room. No, I mean, would Rose live here? Probably not. Surely. Well, the yard and stuff is here. That's so... They're so mean of them that they took Cynthia. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look what they did to Nightingale, I guess. Could be something outside. I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's a lot. It also seems like it's just gonna keep going.
Oh, näin se menee, että the lazy man gets sweaty when he eats. And gets chilly when he works. Oli kyllä hyvin sanottu.
Why? And he's just down here. If I went back up, would he be back up there again? Jeez. Oh. Freaking bolts. I would never be able to hold all these bolts. Take that.
Old gods of Asgard. So Odin and Thor had abandoned everything.
Hello, Jaakko. Looks like another perfect morning in paradise.
At least I still get these.
I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit. Jaakko, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And oh, all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey, what's that sound? Oh. Ilmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy,
no proven effect on eyesight, sex drive, or attitude towards any animals or natural surroundings.
With a thermos full of hot coffee close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko?
What?
I feel like $1 million. Thanks, Old Deer Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer
Sourced
Diner.
locally in Puerto Rico.
This delicious brunch special this month only for Deerfest.
Aw, man, a really hearty breakfast sounds so good right now. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. I cannot. No, I can't be doing that. I do feel peckish, but that ain't gonna slide, I don't think. Yeah, what would the goal be right now? It might just have to be something I figure out next time.
Rain is coming down like from the ass of Esther. Vaikka vettä hän kyllä lupaskin.
There's a whole other building over there. Hey, Rose. Bye, Rose. Okay, I think we are going to call this here, because this is, I feel like, going to be a whole other elaborate place to deal with. Was there any signs of anything else in here? Seems like it would be kind of an important... It must have been referring to Rose as the hag, right? But like, what is Rose in this dynamic though? And my shoebox. Oh, you know what? Actually, oh yeah. Can't do anything with that yet, that's for sure. And yeah, looks good. I'm gonna do one of these. And with that, that's going to be the end of this. If you enjoyed this at all, then like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this are coming sporadically throughout the week. Episodes of Super Mario RPG are going to be starting up soon and happening, I would say, just about every day, if not every other day. And then in the near future, I will be starting as well Final Fantasy VII, the original game, doing a 100% playthrough that will then lead into Crisis Core, and then for the first time, I'm going to be playing Crisis Core, what was it, Crisis Core Reunion or whatever? The remake of it, or the remaster of it. And then a Final Fantasy VII Remake, hard mode playthrough. Doing all that before Rebirth comes out, or at least that's the idea, I don't know. That's a lot to fit into a month, but we'll see. Links in the description of other things I am doing, have done, or will be doing in the future. And me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting the videos, the streams, and most of all, the Patreon. And yeah, with that, don't forget to be kind. And what a masterfully done mystery this is. It gives me the breadcrumbs I need to like connect the dots myself, and then it still leaves me with questions in all the right places. So I'm very interested to see how this is gonna pan out. If they still have me kill off like half the cast of the first game, it's gonna be a real bummer. But I mean, bold choice for sure. I think bold choice having Cynthia be one of the Taken. Man, Mr. Scratch is messed up. Granted, I think the biggest disturbing thing right now is the fact that in that like seance ritual summoning verses, it said in the in Alan's segment at the end there, it said Zane's line about your friends will see him when you're gone. Your friends will see him when you are gone. It's like, what? Why? And then also that whole like poem was essentially like mentioning the owl and the deer, which is Alan and Saga. His story will end, but hers will not. What does that mean? Either Alan's gonna like bite the dust on this one, or he's gonna be able to like leave the dark place, be out, and be done with this all. Who knows? We'll find out though. We'll find out.